What's up everybody, Nick here once again with Average Rose Media, and today we are back in the warehouse and it is time to work on the 240. It is good to be back and seeing this thing. I'm looking forward to getting started on it. So today I have a couple primary goals. I want to finish up the projects that I didn't get done last time. That'll be pulling the dash out to get the carpet out. That'll pretty much wrap up what I need to do on the interior, and then I want to start tearing apart the front end. So like I said in the first video, this thing's going to get an all new front end. New fenders, hood, lights, everything out front. So I want to start tearing this stuff down, getting those parts off since we're not going to be using them, and getting this car ready for some of the bodywork and paint that's going to be done down the road. First and foremost, to do that, I want to get the car lifted up. I picked up some wheel dollies so we can move it around a little bit easier, and I'm going to move it to the back of the warehouse where it's a little bit better lit and closer to the workbenches. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we got the car all moved back to its new location. This is where the car is going to sit for a while we continue to work on it. If you couldn't tell, the lighting is so much better. It's going to be way better for filming, and I can actually see what I'm doing while working on the car without having to shine a flashlight and turn some bolts. So excited to have the car back here and get to work on it. Like I said, we're going to start with finishing up the stuff that I didn't get done last time on the interior. Pulling the steering wheel off so we can get the dash out, and then pulling the carpet because it smells horrible. That'll wrap up the inside, and then we're going to start tearing down the front. And see how far we can get on that today. So let's go ahead and get to it. So we're gonna start pulling the steering wheel off. If you remember last time, I was missing the actual tool to do it. This is the proper socket that we actually need. It's a T50 Torx bolt, and it's the tamper-proof kind. So if you're not familiar, like I wasn't, there's a little hole in the center that kind of goes over the stud that's in that actual bolt. So let's go ahead and start pulling the steering wheel off and get that dash out. So as you just saw, the carpet and dash are finally out of the car. I'm all caught up to where I want to be from last time we were working on the 240. So it's time to start making some forward progress. Inside should be good to go for now. The car already smells way better. That carpet was disgusting. I'm glad to have it out of the car. Sometime down the road, we're gonna have to clean up the rat's nest of wires that is inside the car from the aftermarket surround sound stuff and a few boost gauges that were in there. Figure out what's all going on in there and just continue to clean that and prep for paint. But the last thing on our agenda for today, like I said, is pulling apart this front end. Getting these parts off that we're not going to be using, clean up the engine bay eventually, and continue to work on getting it ready for paint. So we're going to go ahead and tear this down. Let's go ahead and get to it. finally some forward progress. It's really cool to see the car starting to come apart because it means we're actually making progress forward and getting one step closer to actually getting new parts on the car and you know, really making some cool progress here. So the last thing I want to do today is just clean up a little bit of debris. There's a bunch of dirt here, it's all kind of built up there. A whole pile of dirt on each side fell out of each fender, so I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum that up. Just do some basic cleaning so this is a little more ready next time we come over to work on it. And then once I do that, I'll talk to you a little about what I have planned for next time, what's next on the agenda here. So it's gonna wrap up the work on the 240 today. I'm super stoked with the progress we made. I was able to get the interior finished up, which I didn't get to last time, as well as finish up everything that I wanted to do up front today. So really stoked on that. Still a lot of work to be done to the car, obviously. As far as what you can expect next time, I'm gonna go kind of full head into the engine bay here, tearing out all the components and harnesses, or at least tucking them away so that we can degrease and clean that. Start preparing to cut out these fenders. At this point, my plan is to tub the fenders just to keep the engine bay clean, and I like the look of it. So get prepped for that, and then get that all ready for paint work. The body does need a little bit of body work, so get that all prepped up, clean the car, and start to tear apart the rear end. Get the bumper off, pull the lights, continue to strip this thing down as much as possible so that we're ready for paint when the time comes. So a lot of work still to be done there. We'll have another update video in the next few weeks here for that. Lots of WRX content coming as well. Lewis got the brakes back and they look phenomenal. So we'll do a video on that. Not a full Brembo install since we already did that on the Legacy, but probably a video on kind of how to rebuild the calipers with new seals and dust shields, all that kind of stuff. So we have a little bit different content around the Brembos that time. But if you like what we're doing, give this video a big thumbs up, show us some love, hit that subscribe button. We've got lots more content coming for you guys. If you want to see more of this, more than just the weekly videos, find us on Instagram at Average Bros Media, and we look forward to seeing you in the future.